Yes, good morning to you. As you could imagine that the community of Malmesbury this morning, they are reeling following this deadly attack during early morning prayers at the Malmesbury Mosque. A short while ago, we spoke to the leadership of the Muslim Judicial Council who have condemned these attacks. And what we've gathered so far, that you've said earlier on, rightfully so, police have confirmed that the alleged attacker have been shot and killed. But joining me to speak about the details of this case, as we know it at this point, is Lieutenant Colonel Andre Choud from the Western Cape Police. Colonel, very warm good morning to you. We know that a suspect has been shot and killed. Can you give us an update with regards to this deadly attack at this mosque in Malmesbury?
Yes, good morning. During the early hours of this morning, an armed attacker entered the mosque. He stabbed 2 people to death and attacked 2 others who were injured and admitted to hospital. Police were alerted, and on the arrival of police members, the attacker was still on the crime scene. He was armed with a knife, and the police attempted to persuade him to hand himself over. He ignored the calls and stormed at police with a knife, and in the process he was fatally wounded. His death will be investigated by IPID.
Colonel, we've heard from the mosque leadership at this point that this attacker was indeed a foreign national. I've heard during the briefing of the MJC just now that when he entered the mosque, he looked suspect to the point where a Somalian imam was called because this specific person who came into the mosque, his eyes were bloodshed is what I've heard, and that there were concerns raised by the mosque leadership here at Malmesbury in terms of his suspicious behavior.
Yes, all aspects surrounding the case will be investigated, and at this stage I cannot confirm the nationalities of the victims and the suspect, nor the motive at this stage. That will be part of our investigation, and it's a little bit too soon to speculate on possibilities at this stage. Our detectives are on the crime scene, looking at all possibilities, and the whole area is now a crime scene, and we will fine-comb for leads to look at the circumstances.
Thank you very much, Lieutenant Colonel Andre Choud from the Western Cape South African Police Services, just giving us details in terms of what had transpired here at this mosque this morning. At this stage, police investigators are on the scene. The mosque has been cordoned off just outside, and we'll bring you those visuals a little later on. You'll see that the police tape is surrounding this mosque as the community struggles to come to terms with what had transpired. Early on, speaking to the MJC, calling for calm, saying that incidents such as these is shocking indeed for this community because in South Africa at least there have not been this kind of attacks, spare the one we've seen in Verulam last month, a similar attack where there was a death reported at that mosque.
Yeah, thank you very much indeed, Vanessa, for your reporting. Scenes are developing. It's a developing story. Stay on that story, and thank you for getting to that scene as quick as you did. I understand the weather in Cape Town is not too good, so be on standby. We'll catch up with you a bit later on.